At CINEKYD, we call it a giving tree. Each of the ornaments is placed there with a small donation. The funds are used not only for our boys and girls, but for youngsters in our community who may not enjoy as pleasant a holiday. It's another example of sharing. We welcome you to a very special holiday edition of CINEKYD Theater.
Okay, fade up, camera 3. Dissolve the camera. Okay, hit the zoom. Nice slow fade.
Good evening, and welcome to this holiday edition of CINEKYD Theater. I'm Bob Clark, and I'm pleased that you could share part of your Tuesday evening with all of us. The boys and girls, the young men and women of CINEKYD have gone to great lengths to prepare this program. We're going to take you to the far reaches of your imagination and theirs as we present a variety of special holiday offerings. First, I'd like you to meet some of the kids who are part of our organization. Youngsters who come to us from 26 communities and constitute the CINEKYD family.
Season's greetings from CINEKYD. My name's Brian Baker.
My name's Deirdre Santola, age 10. My name's Danny Connolly, age 10. My name's Meredith Brunt, age 10. My name's Jill Degenhart, age 14.
Hi, I'm Paul Salfi, and here are some of my friends.
My name is Scott Love, and I'm age 10. My name's Seth Wilson, I'm age 9. My name's Tammy Charney, age 10. My name is Melissa Charney, and I'm age 6.
Hello, I'm Bob Enrique, I'm 13.
Hi, I'm Rob Meklowitz, and here are some of my friends.
Lisa Evans, age 12. Me? Chuck Gottesman, age 9. David Trachtenberg, age 11. Robert Clayton, age 10.
Hi, my name is Scott Wolfson. I'd like you to meet some of my friends.
Heather Stein, 14 years old.
Jimmy Jolly, age 7. David Santola, age 7.
Mark Miller, age 12.
Hello, I'm Steve Goodman, I'm 17.
Hi, I'm Bob Kenny, I'm 15. Hi, I'm Steve King, I'm 16.
Hi, I'm Rob Conrad, I'm 15.
I'm Nico Lauder, I'm 12.
I'm Rodney Bancroft, and I'm 13.
I'm Miriam Goodman, I'm 14.
I'm Mike Wilson, and I'm 12.
And now we join our young people in Studio A for some more improvisation. As you listen to the strains of some familiar holiday music, I want you to imagine that you're looking at marionettes, not children. Our boys and girls are interpreting these songs as if they were puppets on a stage. So as you watch their movement and their interpretation, keep in mind, they're not kids, they're marionettes.
Susie wants a sled. Daddy wants a big watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus in town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been fat or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. With the little tin horns and little toy drums, Rudy toot toots and rummy tum tums, Santa Claus is coming to town. And the curly-head dolls that toddle and coo, elephants, boats, and kitty cars too, Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids in girl and boy land, well, they're gonna build a toyland town all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out, better not cry, the kiddies better be sleeping. Santa Claus is coming to town. You better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been fat or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. With the little tin horns and little toy drums, Rudy toot toots and rummy tum tums, Santa Claus is coming to town. And the curly-head dolls that toddle and coo, elephants, boats, and kitty cars too, Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids in girl and boy land will have a jubilee. They're gonna build a toyland town all around the Christmas Christmas tree. So you better watch out, better not cry, better not pout. I'm a-telling you why. Santa will be peeping, kiddies better be sleeping. Santa Claus is coming to town.
You know, I think that is really what's very special about a holiday, especially one at this time of year. As we remember events of bygone years, we also recall how it used to be when we were able to pretend and make believe. That's probably one of the most beautiful things about childhood. And on that note, may I introduce some more members of the CINEKYD family.
I'm 12 years old.
I'm Gary Peltz. I'm 11 years old. I go to Farrell Elementary.
8 years old, and I go to Pine Road School. I'm Dana Kashwara. I'm 10 years old, and I go to Leary Elementary. Michael Hayes. I'm 9 years old, and I go... My name is Jamie Butt, and I go to Grove Spring School. Pappas. I'm 9 years old. I'm 10 years old, and I go to Cold Spring Elementary.
My name is Susan Matthews. My name is Leanne White. I'm 12 years old and I go to Upper Morning Middle School. My name is Bonnie Love. I'm 12 years old and I go to Bowlsy Middle School.
My name is Robin Degenhart. I'm 11 years old and I go to Round Meadow Elementary. I'm 11 years old and I go to
Upper Morning Middle School.
My name is Mark Weaver.
I'm Denise White. I'm 16 years old and I go to the College of Performing Arts. My name is Eric Rowland. I'm
Peterson. I'm 18 and I attend LaSalle College.
Hi, my name's David Brock. I'm 12 years old and I go to Council Rock Intermediate School.
Hi, my name is Jesse Washington. I'm 12 years old and I go to high school. My name is Harley Kelly. I'm 17 years old and I go to Archbishop Wood High School.
Hi, my name's Jay Kushwar. I'm 13 years old and I go to Log College Junior High.
And from Studio B, those of you who are old enough to remember the early days of television might recall a show called Pantomime Quiz. Well, in keeping with a holiday season, our boys and girls are going to recreate that program. I want you to bear in mind that they have no preparation whatsoever. As they read their instructions, you will hear an off-camera announcer telling you precisely what charade they are to interpret. But the boys and girls in our studio audience are not aware of those instructions. Let's watch as we present Holiday Quickies.
This is Mark Weaver and he's doing number 4.
You were ice fishing and the fish you catch is too big to fit through the hole.
Kill him.
Ideas? Eric, he was ice fishing trying to pull a big one? Yep. Yay!
This is Mike Hayes, and he's doing number 25.
You were learning to ice skate for the very first time.
Sure.
Where he kills himself. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Ice skating for the first time.
Okay, who wants to go next? We have to help with reading this one.
This is Jamie. He's doing number 33. You're very close. She's putting tinsel around the tree. Still very close. Michael.
Putting streamers on the tree. Like popcorn things.
Go ahead and tell us.
Pretty cool.
Okay, I'll tell you.
What was it, Jamie?
The light.
Okay, all right.
That's why I was going around and around and around like this.
Okay.
And I went like this. Made that decorating. I was really decorating.
Okay, who's next? Okay.
This is Eric Curl, and he's doing number 21.
You were the Fonz playing Santa Claus for a bunch of little children.
And cut.
And Santa Claus asking kids what they want for Christmas.
Really close. Robert.
He's Fonzie as Santa
This is Robin Degenhardt. She's doing number 15.
Make a cup of hot chocolate and then find out it is too hot to drink.
And cut.
Michael.
She made something, and she tasted it, and she thought it was very hot.
Yeah, that's right. Hot chocolate.
I thought that I
Put it in the blender?
had it on
Kevin, you want to try?
This is Kevin Healy, and he's doing number 30.
You were sitting on Santa's lap in a department store telling him what you want for Christmas.
a kid telling Santa what he wanted for Christmas?
Yes. That's right. Okay.
What did he want for Christmas? He wants everything. Like my little brother Joey.
Who hasn't gone yet? John.
This is John Pearson and he's doing number 20.
You are Tiny Tim walking around with your crutch with a smile on your face.
And cut.
Gary, with a sled.
Oh, no, you did. Okay, son. All right.
This is Scott Randolph and he's doing number 24.
We're shoveling snow after a blizzard, and your shovel breaks.
Angelique.
He was shoveling snow in shovel road.
That's right. Okay.
Special present. And this evening, we have a very special surprise for you. You will probably recall the very first time that you journeyed with Dorothy from Kansas to the land of the Munchkins in that beautiful MGM classic, The Wizard of Oz. Accordingly, here our boys and girls present for your enjoyment and for the very first time on CINEKYD Theater a similar motif. Ladies and gentlemen, A Christmas Fantasy in color. Frost tips the tree branches. A cold wind drops the temperature. Fall blends into winter, and holiday time is upon us once more. You are about to enjoy a beautiful motion picture created and produced by the children of CINEKYD. It is their annual tribute to the season, a series of visions of the Christmas holiday. Not just a single story, but a number of short, thoroughly entertaining vignettes which they scripted, costumed, and filmed. Within each minor playlet is an expression of joy, of happiness, the bright lights and merry sounds of this special occasion. Our story begins in a most customary fashion, the writing of a letter. Not a bit of simple correspondence, mind you, but a note of great importance. The annual list provided, with all due respect, to Santa Claus himself. And as our young friend's request is whisked to the North Pole on the winds of winter, so too will we take you, our audience, through a series of adventures, of colorful sights and joyful sounds, which we call a Christmas fantasy. Our first episode reminds us that in the hustle and bustle that we always seem to experience just before a holiday, sometimes we forget that the beauty, the true meaning of an experience can be found in the smallest detail or in the heart of the youngest child. Here, the little stocking.
When you're giving your presents, don't forget to give them away. That the real meaning of Christmas is the giving of love every day. La la la.
Faster than any kid on the block, but you can't handle making your bed. If you can climb a tree like Tarzan, but can't hang your coat up in the closet. If you've got all the energy of Superboy, but can't stay awake in math class. If you're sort of all thumbs, then you'll appreciate the problems encountered by our next group of youngsters in wrapping the present. Christmas magic always helps. And speaking of magic, Walt Disney would be proud of this next selection, our first attempt at stop-frame animation, called The Christmas Tree. Let's watch. On a slightly more serious note, a nostalgic piece called Christmas Memories. As the years pass, we build a larger storehouse to keep precious remembrances. At Christmas time, Mrs. Grayson fondly recalls a Yuletide of decades ago when she was a little girl. The memory, almost as precious as the treasured ornament which evokes the thought itself. Beautiful dreams of childhood and a Christmas past. But a knock at the door interrupts the reverie. And here's a story that speaks for itself. The song is something of a minor classic, and so is this movie version of I'm Getting Nuttin' for Christmas.
I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and Daddy are mad. I'm getting nothing for Christmas. 'Cause I ain't been nothing but sad. I broke my bat on Johnny's head. Somebody nicked on me. I hit a frog in Foster's head. into the air. Somebody snitched on me. I did a dance on mommy's friends. Climbed the tree and tore my pants. Fill that sugar bowl with eggs. Somebody snitched on me. Oh, I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and Daddy are right. I'm getting nothing for Christmas. 'Cause I ain't been nothing but bad. I put a tack on teacher's chair. Somebody snitched on me. I tied a knot into the hair. Somebody snitched on me. I did a dance on mommy's friends. Climbed the tree and tore my pants. Filled that sugar bowl with eggs. Somebody snitched on me. Oh, I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and Daddy, I'm getting nothing for Christmas. 'Cause I ain't been nothing but bad.
And finally, this creative effort of our youngest CINEKYDs, the boys and girls in our Tyro program, a morality drama entitled The Little Orphan. Once upon a time, not too very long ago, it was nearing Christmas. While such a celebration brought forth happy plans and dreams of bright toys, this was not the case in the county home for orphans. These poor, woe-begotten waifs had little joy in their lives. Yes, theirs was a meager existence, rags for clothes, homemade creations for toys, and little to eat. Even their surroundings were poor. There would be no plump Christmas turkey, no mounds of stuffing, no shiny new toys and sparkling gift wrap. They had only the comfort of each other's company and the leaky roof of the orphanage as protection from the cold, cruel winter. But even this small solitude was to be taken away from them, for on Christmas Eve, the very day before Christmas itself, mean, greedy, and rich Mr. Grumbles appeared before them with his cruel henchmen, Norman and Rockwell. He held the deed to the orphanage, and the mortgage had not been paid. "Christmas foolishness," he sputtered. "If I cannot have my money, then this will not be your home. Tomorrow you must leave, each and every one of you." And on that miserable note, he departed, leaving the poor orphans to wonder what would become of them. Meanwhile, back in his palatial office, Mr. Grumbles orders his servants to bring his books. His greatest pleasure, counting his money, hoarding his wealth, his only pleasure. But tonight his selfishness is interrupted. "Who are you?" Grumbles questions. "Only one of the orphans," says the little girl. "I've come to visit you, to ask you to reconsider, to stop and think." "Why should I?" argues Grumbles. "But, sir, they'll starve." And Grumbles does ponder these words and remembers the meager food left for these poor children to eat. No, it's not my concern." "But, sir," the little orphan continues, "they're freezing." And again, in the midst of his own warmth and comfort, Mr. Grumbles is forced to stop and think. I don't care. But, sir, they'll have no Christmas. And again, one last time, Mr. Grumbles weighs carefully his wealth against the fate of the poor orphans. I'm sorriest for you, Mr. Grumbles. And on this note, the child presented him with a symbol of his own greed, a broken and tarnished Christmas ornament. He looked up to see that the little orphan had gone as quietly as she had come. And Grumbles was mesmerized by the decoration, and he watched its faint glitter. The next morning, Christmas Day, summoning up all their courage, the orphans made the best of a very bad situation. Suddenly, Mr. Grumbles appeared before them. Once more he waved the deed. But what was this? With a gentle smile, the rich miser tore the wretched paper. "This is your home, little children," he said. And while the stunned little orphans reacted to this gesture, he summoned his aides. Lo and behold, rather Norman and Rockwell, a tree and trimmings, gifts for all the children, warm sweaters and boots, and from the other room, the pungent aroma of turkey and gravy. Whatever had moved Mr. Grumbles? Whatever changed his mind? And on the tip of a high branch, Mr. Grumbles hung a shattered ornament, and once atop the tree, on behalf of all the children of CINEKYD, our boys and girls, and their teachers, this is our Christmas card to you. May your holiday be filled with joy and happiness. And may a miracle, if only a small one, touch your lives. Good night, and God bless. We'd like to thank you for being with us for this special edition of CINEKYD Theater. We appreciate your sharing the holiday season with us. I'd like to thank all the boys and girls of CINEKYD and their parents who worked so hard to make this big show possible. We'd like to thank our friends at Comcast for giving us the opportunity to make this presentation. Most important, I'd like to thank the members of the East Montco Optimist Club who provided the funding necessary for tonight's show. With us in our studios, Mr. Romeo Masucci, and president of the organization, Mr. Ted Muse.
I want to thank you for this enjoyable evening.
And we thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the East Montco Optimist Club, who work so hard for our boys and girls. On behalf of all the CINEKYDs and their parents and our staff, good night, God bless, and happy holidays.